glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Rome told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. And out comes Jordan Shipp. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
From the red zone, it's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UNC!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Isaac Brown, what a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And Brahms got a new trigger man. Keen Holtz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a 1-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brahm always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brahms won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Got the tight end outside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He wants to throw it. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Defense had looked grim. Right, looked bad, 1st and goal. They're set up in a good situation. Shoot, and now they're not even in the red zone. That is exactly how you do. Create those negative plays. Get them behind the sticks. Get them in predictable situations. Nice bow-your-neck situation for this defense.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
Absolutely perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. The Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The fake and wants to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run with Brown. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they have to go to the length of the field if I missed.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Nice move, creates some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Makes the grab. It's Ship. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top as we get a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the air, it's O'Neal. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Swapped immediately.
great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continued to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. 2nd and long here. Selling the fake. Out wide left, it's Hughes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Gets off his 1st one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Red pass, it's complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's ability.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Tells the fake. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. In the backfield, it's Brown. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The screen, he's got wheels. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Look out! On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Comes down, it's Thurman. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this third and short. Finds his man on the RPO. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Between the hashes, it's Richardson. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Brown. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Foley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, UNC! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Powers inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start on the ground with Brown. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, it's Hall. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Over. Hey, move.
to throw. It's O'Neal. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fields the punt. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. A give to Brown. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. And send the tight end in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Wants to go up top on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Rush right in his face. And it's incomplete on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in pat.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Hauls it in. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinals.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the North Carolina sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Churns into the pile. Turning it on. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Left side is Thurman. Big guy tries to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to blast their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Tar Heels! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Drops back on 1st down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's got enough. At the 20, he's got space. To the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense has needed some kind of a big play, man. Something to get them going, to hang their hat on. They're trailing in this game. Palmer, is this it? Can they get the run game going? Is there enough time to continue to pound away?
Yeah, and it's frustrating for the defense. They've been playing so well up to this point, and then to give up a long touchdown run like that, that's a gut punch. You've got the lead, but when you take the field again, this defense, they have to get that mentality, that confidence back, because this game isn't over.
Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Ship. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Tough run here, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.